everyone, and welcome to my Let's Play world. You might be wondering, Phelan, this seems a little bit different. What are we doing here? Well, I decided to try something a little bit different. Because I am working on such a huge project, I decided to try to make an episode for you guys. That way you can come along with me while I'm grinding and building this whole thing, and you don't get bored watching me dig 1,000,000 stone on stream. That sounds like a win-win to me. As you guys know, we have been working on a massive storage room, and it's been a lot of work. I have no clue what I'm doing. I've never done something this advanced before. So it's been a little bit of a process trying to get all of the materials and all of the actual grindy building and digging, especially the digging, out of the way. So that way things don't get super boring for you guys. And as I've been doing all of this work, I wanted to take you guys with me so you can see a little bit of the process of what it is that I'm actually doing while working on this gigantic thing that I've been doing. So I've recorded some clips. I've also downloaded some mods. Some, well, client-side mods that kind of help me make a better episode experience for you. A lot of you guys might recognize the mods if you watch the Hermitcraft series, any of them. So we have Flashback and we have the FreeCam mod. So that way you guys can see a little bit better what I'm doing. So let's jump into the digging process, because, oh boy, that took a while. Why do I do this to myself? I keep doing this. Why do I keep doing this to myself? Okay, almost done. Oh, I'm tired of digging. Okay, I have finally gotten all of the digging done. That took so long. I don't know why I keep doing big dig builds like this. I tore up the entire mountain. I don't even know why I built in the mountain in the first place, but we're here now. So we have all of this carved out. Each of these stone brick sections is where the item filters are going to go. And you might be wondering why this part is so tall. That is because in this section, we are going to have stacked item filters. So there's going to be one here and another one a few blocks up. Because this is such a small space, the whole item filter pretty much takes up this whole area for one side. So in order to get both sides, we have to kind of stack them and have them kind of filter down in a very long and possibly unnecessary way, but that's the way we're going to do it. So, yeah, that's what we've got set up right now. So now we just have to worry about placing down the actual filters. Let's go! Okay, so we finally have all of the item filters on this level done. And before I get started on this next level of filters, I kind of want to run through what exactly it is that this device is doing, because it is extremely complicated. So basically, at least to the best of my understanding that I am able to explain it as someone who only kind of moderately understands what it is that I'm doing. So, this hopper has special filters on the inside of it. This minecart will then run underneath these chests on top of those hoppers, and eventually this seal will be removed from the actual hopper. So once it gets under this chest, it's going to pick up anything that's in this chest, and it's going to run back through this circuit using any items that are in here. So if I have an arrow in here, for example, that arrow will then act as a key. So it will let this slice of the filter know that it has a matching item in that hopper minecart. So essentially, any items that are in the hopper minecart that match the chest will then unlock the hoppers that connect to the actual chest themselves, allowing the items to pass through. And then once there are no longer any items in that chest, it will replace the seal so that nothing else continues through, essentially, and it stops the cycle. At least that is the best way that I can explain. I vaguely understand what it is that's happening to some degree, but this is very complex. I only partially get it. But that's the gist of it, essentially, is any items that are picked up in that chest, as long as they match the special key that's in those filters, it will allow the items to pass through. And it will keep doing that in that section until there are no more matching items, and things will get passed along to the next section, and the next section, and the next section. So, yeah, that's basically how that works. Very complicated. It takes a lot of time. I definitely if you want to try it for yourself, I definitely recommend checking out the tutorial. It is, honestly, it's actually pretty cool. Also, these lanterns here, we want these to be off. These really aren't indicating a whole lot. I have a torch back here that essentially acts as an indicator light. So if there's anything wrong with any of these slices, if these hoppers are unlocked somehow, so they're all locked right now, if anything gets locked or unlocked, these lights will turn on. And so we don't want any of these lights on. They're all pretty good right now, but when we get to the testing phase, if something breaks, these will be a good indicator as to where exactly the problem is, so we don't have to go digging through all of that redstone looking for it, because that would be a massive pain. But yeah, so now I need to build our second layer and start connecting everything together. We have a general flow for how things are going to go, but yeah, it is a big work in progress. This is a massive project. I don't know why I did this so early, but I think it'll be very helpful in the long run once we have a well-organized storage system for our game proceeding forward. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get started on that next layer. Wish me luck. And with that, we are finally done with the item filters. That took so long. So we haven't really done any work down here, which is to be expected. We've done all of the work up there. I've also done the so this is the input part of the filter. We shouldn't actually be up there very much unless we need to do some maintenance. But down here is where we have the input. So if we go up here, I need to make a better stairwell situation since this runs directly into a section of the actual filter. I have no good way of navigating up here yet, but we have everything finally connected. Both layers are done. I have more of the filters up here. I go all the way up. Lots of work I still need to do though. We've got lots of holes in the walls. Everything needs to be covered up. But for now, the actual filters themselves are done, and I have done a test run and it is fully operational. All I need to do is go into these chests and actually set up the proper filters themselves for all of the items, and the storage system as a whole will be fully functional. I'm probably not going to do that quite yet. This has been a ton of work. So I might do that on stream or something. I keep doing that. But yeah, for now, everything is finally complete. So that's going to wrap up our very first episode of our Let's Play world. I honestly kind of enjoyed this process a little bit. It's been kind of fun just sitting back and recording all these time lapses and everything. I might do some more of this in the future. I don't know. I'll have to see how you guys feel about this. I kind of enjoyed it though, so maybe for bigger projects like this, we might do some more episode-y style content. I still have a whole bunch of work in here to do, obviously, so if I don't do it on stream, maybe I'll do it for an episode. We'll have to see. But for now, I am going to wrap up this episode here. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!